Well, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are keeping safe and doing great. Welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome, and do take a moment to subscribe. If you're visiting this channel and you like any of the videos, also give me a thumbs up. So let's go right into today's recipe. I am making hot pepper soup, hot yam pepper soup, or hot water yam. So this is just a hot soup made with yam, some herbs and spices. It's very good for cold. It's very good for, just to cleanse your system. It's very good to make you alert and give you energy. It's basically good all around because it has very medicinal herbs and spices. So let's dive right in. And I'm going to take a moment to just thank my beautiful sister-in-law. She's such, oh bless her heart, she's such a lovely person. She remembered that I love dry fish. I love dry fish. I love the herbs we use to make pepper soup, all kinds of pepper soup. And guess what? She surprised me last week with a package right to my doorstep. And it had a lot of dry fish, fresh dry fish, actually dried specifically for me. So basically it wasn't purchased in the market. The fish was caught fresh and dried on site, and seasoned a little bit with pepper and salt. So here's the dry fish, very fresh. You can actually, it's so fresh you can actually eat this dry fish as is with a glass of wine. You just break it up, have a glass of wine, and you're good to go. So it's that clean. It's that clean. I hesitate to buy dry fish from my local African grocery store because sometimes it has sand, it's moldy, it has a funky taste. You can tell the shelf life is just off the charts. It's been on the shelf or been in the air freezer for a while. Sometimes it's just broken to pieces. So I love when I can get fresh, caught catfish. It's actually dried catfish, so it was caught on site, dried specially, and my sister-in-law shipped it to me. Oh, bless her heart. And she also sent me some herbs that I can use to make pepper soup. And guys, anyway, let's just dive right in. I'll show you in a minute. So without further ado, of course, I always like to turn on my fragrant candle. Okay guys, so we're getting this started so that the whole place can smell lovely as we are cooking. That ambience, let's just set it aside there. So here's the dry fish. I'm going to put it in a bowl and we'll take care of that later. I'm going to break it apart. You can see I've taken off the head. I hope you guys can see this. Let's see. Okay, so here it is. I'm just breaking it apart. It's dry, but guys, it is so fresh, so clean and fresh. Look at that. You can eat it. And it was dried with a little bit of pepper, so you can get a hint of heat. Guys, oh my goodness. So we're going to wash it. It's basically clean. That's why I'm eating it as is. So we're going to wash it, use it. But in the meantime, here's our yam. You see the yam is already growing. I hope you guys can see. Let me draw back a little bit. Okay, there we go. So you see the yam? I wish I could plant this, but we'll see. The winter already, soon it will be fall. I don't know if it will survive, but as you can see, the yam is growing. So let's cut. Today Now this is what I'm going to be using in terms of herbs and spices. So look at that, guys. My sister-in-law sent this to me, and it smells, oh, it smells amazing, guys. Check it out. It smells amazing. I toasted it a little bit in the oven just to make sure it will last when I store it. Toast it a little bit, and guys, look at that. This is, let me see if I can recognize some of these. I recognize them, but in terms of the name, this is Uziza. So it's like black pepper, but it's so fragrant. It smells lovely. This is Ehuru. Ehuru, I know this, and it's slightly toasted, and it smells amazing. I think this one is Uda. It also smells so good. Oh guys, I just took a whiff of that. And then this, it has this very funny name. I don't know the English name of all of these, of each of the items here. I know this to be African nutmeg. The Ehuru is African nutmeg. That's what you see here on this side. Ehuru is African nutmeg. This, it looks like black pepper, but it's not exactly black pepper. Uziza it is more fragrant than just black pepper. It has this very intense flavor and aroma. This, I don't know what it's called, guys. You know what? Do me a favor, look it up. If you know, put it in the comment box below. I recognize it, but I don't know what it is called in the Igbo language. So if you do, put it in the comment box below and let us know. But it smells amazing. Also, if you know the name for this, I'm not using this today, put it in the comment box below. But they are amazing herbs that can be used to make all kinds of soups. So it is just highly, highly medicinal. So today I'm going to be using this. I'm going to be using the Uziza seeds. I'm going to be using the African nutmeg or Ehuru. And I'm also going to be using the Uda. I think this is Uda. Let me know in the comment box below if you have an alternative name for Uda. What's the English name? Let me know in the comment box below. Look at how it looks. It has fingers. It looks like fingers, but there are seeds in here. So basically, some people just put it in the water in their soup and allow it to boil out, or blend it. So I'm going to be blending mine today. So that's about it. Now let's just put it straight into our blender here. I hope you can see. So this is just a dry blender. So we're going to use a couple of African nutmeg. Not much. I put about 7. Let's see, about 8 seeds. And then the Uziza, it looks like black pepper. If you have the alternative name, put it in the comment box below. Remember, I toasted these in the oven. I toasted everything in the oven. That's what it looks like. So I'll put some in here. And I'm also going to add this as well. Look at what we have so far. And then finally, this is one of my fave. And that's the Uda. I think that's what it, I hope I'm not mistaken, but it should be Uda. But I'll find the names and post it in the comment box below as well. So here it is. We're going to just add them in here. Yep, and we're good to go. We're also going to be adding fresh pepper as well. But here, let's prepare the spice that will go into our meal before we begin to cook. So we're going to just close this up and blend away. Okay guys, so we are ready to get everything together. So here we have our mixed herbs all blended. You saw when we blended that. And then of course you gotta have ginger. So I'm adding ginger. Well, it's optional, but I'm adding ginger to mine. And then I have bouillon cubes. This is a shrimp flavored bouillon cube, and this is regular flavored bouillon cube. No salt needed. Remember, we blended this with a little salt, which is also optional as well. But that's how I blend my herbs. If I'm blending it dry, I add a little bit of salt. And then here is loosely ground fresh pepper. This is your habanero, or otherwise called Scotch bonnet pepper, loosely ground. I put 3 small peppers in there. And then here's our yam, washed, cleaned up. Here it is. I added 1 more slice, just to have, enough for, a few days. And then we have our fish, deboned and washed, just slightly washed, because this fish doesn't need to be overly washed. It's pretty much clean, so all I did was just to rinse it a little bit with warm water, debone it, and have it ready to go. And then this is optional. I just like to have mine in my soup sometimes. This is dried mushroom. Different types of mushrooms, all dried and stored in a container. Let's see what types of mushrooms we have in here. We have, did they list it? Where is the ingredients? I don't even see it. Oh, down here, guys. Oyster mushroom, shiitake mushroom, porcini mushrooms, and boletes mushroom. I hope I didn't butcher the name, but oyster, shiitake, porcini, boletes. I don't know, guys. But we have 4 different types of mushrooms in here. So I have already washed some. Here it is, ready to go. Okay guys, and it smells amazing. Has a lot of vitamin D in it, so I think we're good to go. So here I have a pot of boiling water, just enough, the amount I feel it will be enough for the soup. So I have about maybe 7 cups or so. But anyway, so here's a pot of boiling water. Now we're going to add our herbs and spices, and that will boil. Okay guys, so it's been boiling. We're gonna add our yam. Ooh. And we're going to add our mushrooms, the dried mushroom, and we're going to stir. Ooh, guys, look at that. I love mushrooms. It's optional if you don't want mushrooms in yours. It's really optional. I just like mine to have something to chew that is also nutritious. This soup has a lot of goodness in it, a whole lot of goodness. Okay, we're going to allow it boil. And one other thing I like to add to mine is just a little bit of cooking oil. Some people like to add palm oil, but I don't want to use palm oil today. Just a little bit of cooking oil, a little bit. If you are using chicken, you won't need to use oil, because chicken will bring out its own fat. So Okay, we're just going to put that in there. Let's have a taste. We'll allow it to boil. The fish is softening up a little bit. Let's close it up and allow it to cook. Okay, let's see how our food is doing. Oh my gosh, guys, take a look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So one more thing I'm going to add, and for the ingredients I'm going to put it in the description box below so you know ahead of time what I have listed in the recipe. So I'm going to be adding shrimp powder or crayfish powder or shrimp powder. This is just, I think, like 1 tablespoon. Let's add that. Okay, and this is optional. I'm adding huge prawns, dry prawns. It's optional. Everything is for flavor, added flavor. So here it is. We have to stir gently so we don't break up the fish. But look at that, guys. See how beautiful. The liquid is now brown. That's what we want. We don't have to use palm oil. It's not everything you put palm oil in. So this is just perfect as is. But you can use palm oil if you choose to, but it's not necessary. This is good enough. Okay. Just stir gently. The yams, you see the yam is now, cooked. We just need a little bit more time to cook the ingredients we just added. But see that the mushroom is now soft. Let me show you guys. Here's the mushroom. It's now soft and succulent, and it has a lot of flavor, a ton of flavor. And this thing smells, I'm sure my neighbor can smell it from his backyard. He'll soon check up on me. Sarah, how you doing today? He's always wondering, Sarah, oh my gosh, I can smell all your dishes from you, all the way from his backyard. He'll tell me he can smell it. And sometimes I give him, or sometimes I'll just put some spices together from my garden and send it over to him. He's very helpful, especially during the winter. He helps me with clearing my driveway sometimes when it's snowed in. He's done clearing his, he will just go right ahead and clear mine. So I mean, he's so helpful. But anyways, I think I just digressed a little bit. But look at that, guys. It smells amazing. I mean, if you have any slight allergies, cold, flu, what have you, I tell you, 2 bowls of this, one in the morning, one in the evening time, you are good to go. And that's what, lately I've been getting some allergies. Sometimes in the morning I'm sneezing, and then it goes away. Mostly allergies by this time of the year. Just taking this, my sinus just clears up like no man's business, if you will. But it smells amazing. So we're going to leave it to cook for about 2-3 minutes, and we shall be ready to serve. Okay. And just like that, guys, it is ready. We are ready to serve. That is our bowl. And here's the soup. Let's turn off the heat. It is beautiful, guys. We have our nice soup duck spoon. So let's go ahead and dish out. I'll use this duck spoon for the liquid. Let me go ahead and add the yam into our plate first. So we only need 3 pieces of yam. And this can be served any time of the day, especially morning or night. But guys, this is amazing. It smells, I don't want Where's that small piece? Okay, here it is. So we have 3 pieces of yam. Let's now add our dry fish. Here it is. Here's a huge piece of dry fish. The skin also tastes amazing. So we're just going to add that to the side there. Presentation is key. Don't want it splattered everywhere. Let's add some prawns. Presentation is key. At least I always, even if I'm the one eating the food, I like my food to look good first before I eat it. People eat with their eyes and nose before they actually eat with their mouth. So now that we have all the things we need, let's add mushroom. Presentation is key, so let's add our mushroom there. Another mushroom. Okay, so that should be good enough. Now let's go ahead and add the main part of the purpose of this meal, which is the herb, the liquid itself that contains all the medicinal property. So we're going to just gradually pour, just ever so gently pour. You know why we served our fish and yam first? So that the food looks good. If you pour everything together, it's not going to look nice and presentable. See how dark the liquid is? It has so much delicious medicinal herbs. So there it is, guys. We don't want too much. We don't want to waste it because this in itself is medicine, natural remedy, natural herbs. And here it is, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in and taste it. It looks amazing. I need to turn on the light so you can see it properly. But that's it, guys. See the fish. You have the mushrooms on the side. You have the yams. So I'm going to take a quick picture shot before I dive right in, guys. Okay, and as always at this point, if you're still watching this, thumbs up, subscribe, share the video. We have a target goal. I'm trying to get 500 more subscribers. So let's grow this channel together. There'll be a giveaway soon. I keep saying that. I'm just trying to get my subscriber counts up, grow this channel, grow the community. Okay, guys, let me take some pictures and I'll have a taste with you. Okay, guys, let's have a taste. Oh my, look at that. Check out the mushroom. Woo. And then the dry fish is now soft and the flavor. This is also another piece of mushroom.